please just look at the little red part.
Man, I'm trying to do the mannequin challenge. That girl.
I'm dealing with a freaking rookie
you
out
know
here.
you want to do it. Go. Ready?
The fact that you don't even know the notes for it, I'm gonna go live here. Good morning! Sapase.
What's going on, guys? My name's Alan.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to Amicy channel.
Guys, listen, if you're not part of the Amicy gang, go ahead and click on that subscribe button below and join us. Patreon family, what to do? We appreciate you always coming through.
What's up?
Alright, so you guys were asking for us to check this out so many times. An individual by the name of Dave, they had a song called Black.
I love how they give us the live version.
I know. I'm like, give us the music video so we can actually get information about this person. Live at the BRITs 2020. So this is this year. We don't know who Dave is, or this is the first time. So I wish you guys give us like when he first started, so we can figure out how he goes.
They never will.
So without further ado, guys, this is what we're gonna do best here and hop in this music video. Let's get popping.
Let's get it.
But that's a fire set.
You know it's about to be emotional.
I know. This whole setup is fire.
What the heck?
Look, black is beautiful, black is excellent. Black is pain, black is joy, black is evident. Working twice as hard as the people you know you're better than, because you need to do double what they do so you can level them. Black is so much deeper than...
Yeah, so we didn't know who this guy was. We have to go back to the beginning here. But is this man about to be dropping some facts? All right, we're here for this. Hey, yo, DJ! Right back, Turbo!
I was not prepared for this.
Look, black is beautiful, black is excellent. Black is pain, black is joy, black is evident. Working twice as hard as the people you know you're better than, because you need to do double what they do so you can level them. Black is so much deeper than just African American. Our heritage been severed, you never got to experiment with family trees. Cause they teach you
this is
about famine
fire.
and greed. Show you pictures of our fam on their knees. Tell us we used to be barbaric, we had actual queens. Black is watching child soldiers getting killed by other children, feeling sick so quick, this could have happened to me. Mommy watching, telling stories about your dad and your niece. Listen, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Kid dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news. And if he's white, you give him a chance, he's ill and confused.
Hold up, we got.
Yeah, we just missed that whole... I'm gonna have to go back here.
I'm sorry. Is the song, the music, the melody of it gets me every time.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yes,
the
sir.
blacker the person, the sweeter the news.
Oh, I didn't even catch that one.
Bro.
Speak that truth.
Mommy watching, telling stories about your dad and your niece. Listen, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Kid dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news. And if he's
Kid dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go back a little bit here.
the juice. Kid dies, the blacker the killer, the sweeter the news. And if he's white, you give him a chance, he's ill and confused. If he's black, he's probably...
Facts! Oh, man. I don't know who this guy is, but I love this dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's so true. And if you live in this world and you think that's not true, you need to go take some time and go get some information for yourself, because this is crazy. It's like that one guy.
I was just listening to
that killed his whole family, and every picture the news had was him with his family. We just don't know how this could have happened. Look at him with his family. If you typed in his name right now in Google, it pulls up him and his family. He killed his pregnant wife with the kids. He murdered his pregnant wife with the kids.
The Netflix series.
I don't even know.
They put it on Netflix where he killed the wife and the kids.
He got a Netflix series. Let's just pause.
And then they asked him where did you hide the body. I couldn't finish it.
Okay, so that guy, he still has this. If you type his name on Google, it'll probably have a mugshot, but 90% of the pictures are still of him with the kids. but make it any other shade, and it's just like the same thing. Like if you got killed by some sort of way, they won't pick because we got fire pictures. You won't find any of those on the news. They'll go try to find a picture where you were. They'll be like, Alan, he was like 12. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? And it's like that kind of. It's like the same thing. You just keep on feeding people. It's like the same thing I said at the hospital. Mm-hmm. When you have the patients or lying in a bed for, they're in one room the whole day, the whole time that they're there, and they're watching TV all day, and whatever information that they're seeing all day is going into the subconscious and don't realize what the long term effect is.
Right.
Man, this guy is putting in work. Hey, yo, DJ, run back, Turbo.
Sweet the news, and if he's white, you give him a chance. He's ill and confused. If he's black, he's probably armed. You see him and shoot. Look. Black is growing up around the barbershop. Mommy says stay away from trouble, you're in yard a lot. Studying for ages, appreciating the chance you got. Cause black is in your blood and you ain't even got the heart to stop. Black is stepping in for your brothers because your father's gone. Standing by your children when you haven't proven karma wrong. Black is doing all of the above, then going corner shop. Trying to help a lady cross the road to have her walking off. Black is growing up around your family and making it. Being forced to leave the place you love because there's hate in it. People say you're faking it, never stay for changing it. But black is being jealous. You'd be dead if you had stayed in it.
Hold on, I gotta go back to that little segment where he talks about I think it's like black is being in an area that it's kind of like gentrification. Really, it's like you're born in an area that you want to be able to change it, but again, it's like it's just such more chaos in that area. If you stay too long, you end up getting hurt by it.
Right.
Okay.
Black is growing up around your family and making it. Being forced to leave the place you love because there's hate in it. People say you're faking it.
So growing up with your family and making it, but being forced to leave because there's hate there. You grew up in an area and you succeed, but the haters want to pull you back like the crab in the bucket. But it always goes back to people always talk about the crabs in the bucket, but who put the crabs in the bucket in the first place? Because we also focus on what? Yeah, it's like crabs in buckets, but when crabs are in the ocean, they're free. But who put the crabs in the bucket from the fight trying to get out in the first place? That's what no one talks about. Everybody talks about the crabs. Yeah, one crab tries to get out, but all the other crabs try to pull him down. It's like the crab in the bucket. But why we're not discussing the fact that the crabs weren't in the bucket in the first place? You put the crabs there to begin with, which is why the end result is them fighting and all end up dying in that same bucket because no one ended up getting out because they wouldn't let the other one out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Never stay for changing it, but black is being jealous. You'd be dead if you had stayed in it. Black is struggling to find your history and tracing it. You don't know the truth about your race because they're erasing it. Black has got a really sour flavor. Here's a taste of it, but black is all I know. There ain't a thing that I would change in it.
Oh my gosh, this is powerful.
Look, black isn't a single color, man, there's shades to it. Her hair's straight and thick, but mine's got waves to it. Black is not divisive, they've been lying and I'm hating it. Black has never been a competition, we're all making it. Black is deadly. Black is when you're freezing in your home and you can't get sleep, but never feeling empty cause you got 20 cousins in your country living stress-free, walking for their water daughter wrapped inside a bed sheet. Black is distant, it's representing countries that never even existed while your grandmother was living. Black is my Ghanaian brother.
Hold on. Why did they not give us the subtitles for this one?
Because the life.
Okay,
let's. Said black is living where the country.
I don't see
that. Doesn't exist when your grandma.
I know.
It's the okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch it, but it's just this whole performance. I have to look away because I get drawn into it.
Let's get it.
Okay.
You can't get sleep but never feeling empty cause you got 20 cousins in your country living stress-free, walking for their water daughter wrapped inside a bed sheet. Black is distant, it's representing countries that never even existed while your grandmother was living.
Okay, black is representing countries that did not exist when your grandmother was living.
Is my Ghanaian brother reading into scriptures, doing research on his lineage, finding out that he's Egyptian. Black is people naming your countries and what they trade most. Coast of Ivory, Gold Coast, and the Grain Coast. But most importantly, to show how deep all of this pain goes.
is being in the country that people or they name your country based on what they take from it the most. Ivory Coast, Coast Ivory, all the green, all this. Yeah, that's wild.
Black is people naming your countries and what they trade most. Coast of Ivory, Gold Coast, and the Grain Coast. But most importantly, to show how deep all of this pain goes. West Africa, Benin, they call it Slave Coast. Black is so confusing, cause the culture, they're in love with it. Take our features when they want and have their fun with it. Never seem to help with all the things we know will come with it. Loud in our laughter, silent in our suffering. Black is being strong inside the face of the
loud in our laughter, silent in the suffering. It's 2020 still, bro. And yeah, it's kind of like people are always going to be there, but it's like when it's convenient for them. But when it's like in the when it becomes inconvenient, then you become inconvenient.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter to you. But if it has, like you always said, if it has nothing to do with you, then you won't care.
Yeah.
But if it's like has to do with like a certain type of group or type of person that not your like skin complexion or whatever. Mm-hmm. If it's not happening around you or like your circle, you're like okay, and you just keep it pushing,
keep it rolling. Yeah.
Come with it, loud in our laughter, silent in our suffering. Black is being strong inside the face of defeat. Poverty made me a beast. I battled the law in the streets. We all struggle, but your struggle ain't a struggle like me. Well, how could it be when your people gave us the odds that we beat? I mean, bloody hell. What about our brothers that are stuck in jail that couldn't bust the bell? They held a burden, got to live with it. Black is being guilty until proven that you're innocent. Black is saying free all of my people stuck inside them prison cells. Think it's funny we ain't got nothing to say to them. Unconditional love is strange to them, it's amazing. Black has really got the sweetest flavor, here's a taste of it. But black is all I know, there ain't a thing that I would change in it. It is racist, whether or not it feels racist. The truth is our prime ministers are real racist. They say you should be grateful we're the least racist. I say the least racist is still racist. And if somebody hasn't said it, equality's a right, it doesn't deserve credit. Now if you don't want to get it, then you're never gonna get how the news treats Kate versus how they treated Meghan. Rest in peace Jack Merritt, you're my brother in arms. There's tears in our eyes and love in our hearts. We never had the same background, culture, color or past, but you devoted your life to giving others a chance. And for that, I'm so taken aback, because he gave us all a voice. I have to say it for Jack. As a young black man that's seen paper and crack, giving tougher sentences, it's just paper and cracks. All he would want is unity, funding for communities, equal opportunities, people under scrutiny, no more immunity, way less hatred, more conservation, less deforestation. We want rehabilitation, now that would be amazing. But Grenfell victims still need accommodation, and we still need support for the Windrush generation, reparations for the time our people spent on plantations. I'm done.
Oh my.
Guys, that was Dave. Yeah, the song was called Black. He broke it down from so many different layers upon this. You'd have to listen to this song on multiple occasions to just try to get as much as you can. And again, we've never heard of this until we clicked it, so we may have missed a lot of things, but again, we also caught a lot of the different things. And I think it's one of those things where like people don't really like. I think like a lot of times people always assume or they think that we're going on or the people that have conversations or it's like they don't take the time to really understand what people are asking for. It's just basic human rights. But again, it goes back to allowing the people in power to continue to what's what I'm looking for? To continue to divide people, right? Mm-hmm. Like think about it right now, right? So I don't know when you guys are gonna watch this, but if you watch it in 2020, this video we just dropped right now, is that you'll realize that we just got approved for a stimulus check.
Yeah,
it's $600. All the other countries are getting $2,000, $1,000, $3,000, $7,000 every single month since the coronavirus started. But here in the United States, we're about to get $600. We had $1,200
like the beginning of the year,
practically, and for 9 months straight, the powers that be that you all continuously allowed to stay in power for way too long right, have been arguing about giving all of us $600 for 9 months. I don't care whether or not you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a freaking Republican. I don't care if you're a freaking any bad person. Because at the end of the day, you're a human being. Basic human rights should never be something we're like, well, I don't know. What do we think? Do we think we should? No one should have to go through that.
Right.
But they allow you to go, well, I'm a Republican. Well, hey, I'm a freaking Democrat. And that divide continuously allows people to stay on that path of just the division, which doesn't let you go, wait, you may say you're a Democrat, I say I'm a Republican, but we're both getting screwed, we both don't have a job right now. Why do we keep supporting people that don't give a single fucks about us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's so much that they feed you because the media's like, so you're like,
You get like dividing.
Do you even have a paycheck right now, fam? No? So why don't you shut your mouth and direct all of that anger towards the people that are holding you hostage? People are now operating in a world where before 8 to 12 hours of their days was accounted for because they were out here working hard to provide for their families.
Right.
They're stuck at home. Relationships are going to be in jeopardy because now all of a sudden you're not used to having to see your husband or your wife for 24 hours a day. So all of a sudden you have no space. Arguments are sparking. Kids are being in the mix. But now you have no income for 8 months. You're on the verge of losing your house. You're starving. All these different things, but they focus your attention on clashing with each other that you don't realize that they've been getting paid $100,000 every single month to
distract you.
No. So that they can discuss whether or not they can give you guys $600 for a month to last you for a month. That's a problem. But the moment that they can give you a little nugget to argue about, you forget about that because it feels good to be right. And when it feels right, yeah, I'm winning this. But you have nothing.
At the end of the day, you're in the same position as me.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times, like now, people gotta start taking a look into the mirror and going,
wait a minute.
Why is my focus so much on this when it should be focused on that? You mean to tell me this guy's been in power for 25 years and he's done nothing for the city, but he's making millions of dollars? How is that okay? You know what I'm saying? And so with this song, it's kind of like that. It's just like when it comes down to the basics of it, it's just saying, it's just get the basic human rights that we want to operate in this world. Just want to be just like everybody else. Give us the same chance that everybody else has. And allow the individual, not the complexion, to be the determining factor as to whether you succeed in this world or not.
So what? Even whenever you're trying to get a job, what do?
That's
I gotta go shave my head off so then I won't.
Yeah, I gotta get a haircut. I gotta make sure I'm clean. I gotta make sure I do this because all of a sudden when they first see you,
they already assume
it's the assumption versus what is the level intellect that you have, or what is what is it that you would bring to the table that's gonna change everything. So you have to play a game, right? Because you have to. You have to be over and above in everything you do because you cannot just be yourself.
Yeah. Because
yourself to them. Because it's like I was just thinking about this when I was watching that Billie Eilish and Khalid song "Lovely." They performed it live, and I was able to see how Khalid dressed and just be himself. And I was like, it's a good time that we're in where we're seeing different black people.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, they only would show you one type of black person, and because that's all you would see, then you got ingrained into it as an individual that's not part of that community going, that's what all black people like. But now seeing you can have a nerd that's a black guy, you can have a big bodybuilder that's a black guy, you can have an athlete that's a black guy, you could be a mathematician that's a black guy, you can be a science, you can be so many different layers because black is not the determining factor as to what everything about you is.
Right.
But the problem is that we operate in a world where that's what they think. Just like a lot of times, like even for like, I've learned is like like at one point, like how long, if you look at the timeline, how long did we go operating on assuming that they did every single test based on a white man's body. The books were always white guys, but we got women, we got other men from all different cultures. Yeah, Band-Aids are just not coming. There's so much layers into different things, so you don't even realize. It's just like that's to them. They don't really care about everybody else. It's just like a lot of the different testing they were doing on people without anesthesia, so that they can go perform on the white men. You know what I'm saying? The gynecology department for women was done on black women with no anesthesia.
Yeah.
So that now we have the founder of gynecology.
So much, bro.
There's so much layered into this that I'm just like.
And then they don't even teach you all these inventions that were made by black people.
You see, for me, it's kind of like this, because people, if you watch or listen to anything and your first thing is to be triggered, then you weren't listening to begin with. You were already coming to the conversation from a place of, I'm ready. I'm looking for something. Mm-hmm. Versus, like for us, we had no idea about this guy, but we came into it with the mindset of going, let's see what he's got. Oh, that's a fascinating point. Okay. I didn't even think of that. So if you can't go into any conversation with the understanding of going, I don't even know what it's gonna be. Let me just, if I don't agree, then let me make a logical something like argument that can spark a dialogue, but not a hateful dialogue.
Right.
But a lot of people to go, I want to do dialogue, but it's already coming at it from a hateful standpoint.
So it's like anything we say is gonna be.
It's a trigger.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyhow, welcome to the Amicy podcast. If you're not part of the Amicy gang, go ahead and click on that subscribe button below and join us in our all time zone. Treat yourself.
Love thyself.
And keep it Amicy. Peace.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.